Five right plus in and 6 right continues over 10.
Welcome to Special Stage and welcome to a surprisingly wet Ludlow for the Woodpecker Stages Rally. Including this one, we have 3 rounds left in this exciting 2015 championship. Our 3 winners so far this season are not on the entry for this round though, so that means somebody new will top the times at the end of today. We'll have a new name on that trophy. Championship battles raging throughout the field, confidence brimming despite the changeable weather. Let's see what the Woodpecker has in store for us this year. All the action right now on Special Stage.
Once again, the Group N battle would be close. And this weekend was the turn of Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence to lead the way in that class. No problems and trying hard this weekend.
Pat, there's a fight out there and as usual, you're in it.
Yeah, it's been great fun this morning. The first stage, we knew we had to go for it because Thomas and Roland and all the guys in this class are going for it. So, yeah, tried really hard and I think we put in top time. Second stage, though, that was very technical, very tricky, very slippy, and I'm not sure where we are at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've pulled it back.
Tom Norton and Andy Mort, meanwhile, will be Pat Naylor's closest rivals at this stage in the Group N battle. They lie in 6th place overall now, 2nd in the class, just 9 seconds back.
Tom, it's a familiar-looking battle out there.
Yeah, it's looking good today. I think we're coming 2nd at the moment. Pat's got a turn of speed, but we're quite ahead of the other guys, so we're quite happy at the moment. On the point side of things, we're not too worried about Pat. It's more Russ. So yeah, it's all shaping up to be a fantastic day. We've got Radnor, which is the next 2 stages, which I think are going to sort the men out from the boys, I suppose. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Can't wait for the rest of the day, really. Yeah.
Cheers.
Looking forward to it.
Aaron McClure and Elliot Edmondson were not happy. Things didn't seem to be going right in these stages, but looking at the times, it didn't seem bad at all. 3rd in the Group N fight, 8th overall for now.
Struggling this morning, Aaron?
Yeah, we did all right through the first stage, considering it has been 7 weeks since the last round and we haven't managed to get any testing in, so was quite happy through the first stage, but I think we've got a bit of an engine fault. It doesn't seem to be going as quick as usual, so we're not sure what the time's like, but just hopefully we can fix it in service now.
Roland Llewellyn and Jamie Edwards seem to be struggling on the opening stages of the day, not getting into the rhythm as much as they'd hoped, and lying just outside the top of the Group N fight at this stage.
Roland, you're looking to get in this fight?
We're struggling a bit today. The grip levels aren't there as we expected, and we're just a bit messy, to be honest, because we haven't got it together yet. But hopefully it'll dry it a bit this afternoon and we'll crack on. So
yeah, Radnor's going to do that for you, sort you out.
I think it'll be good in there. So a big push in there. Good, thank you.
Sadly, in the opening loop, we'd lose Paul Davey and Dude Pierce. They break a ball joint on the 2nd stage and have to stop. No change to the Group N battle. Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence continue to lead the way in that class, and everything was running well for the pair so far.
How's it going, Pat?
It's going really well. We're still having a good battle with Thomas. We think there's only about 7 seconds in it. He's always a strong finisher, so we've got to go like hell on these last 2. And it's going to be a real battle, especially the last one in Hay Park. I think that's going to be a cracker.
It was tight though, with Tom Norton and Andy Mort chasing them down, lying 2nd in the class at this stage, only 7 seconds off that lead.
You still enjoying that fight, Tom?
Yeah, we're still in the fight. We're not quite winning it at the moment, no. We took a couple of seconds off Pat in Radnor, the new Radnor. But we managed to get the same time as in the 2nd run, so still all to play for. It's really tough out there, but it's good fun, enjoying it.
But there would be change in 3rd. Aaron McClure having a problem in this loop of stages and handing that 3rd position to Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy, who were just trying to pull back some of the time they'd lost this morning.
Have you got anything left to give for these last two?
Yeah, a little bit, tiny bit, but I don't know whether we're too much off. I think we were quickest on the first rad, and I'm not sure about the second, so going the right way, but I think we lost too much this morning, to be honest, but we'll be trying.
On to the final stages then in the Gold Star, and unfortunately we lose Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy, meaning it's a move into third in the N4 class for Roland Llewellyn and Jamie Edwards, also rounding out the top 10 at the finish. Down though, they end the day with 7th on the leaderboard. Unfortunately for Tom Norton and Andy Mort, the Group N victory wasn't to be this weekend. They'd pushed from the start and given it their all. For this weekend, it would have to be second place. So that does mean that it's a victory for Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence. A great and faultless performance all day from car and crew. They take the Group N victory here at round 7. The gap to Norton just 3 seconds by the finish. So before we get all the reaction from our winners here today, here's a quick reminder of how the overall results looked at the end of round 7, the Woodpecker stages. So Dave Weston and Kirsty Riddick are confirmed as our 2015 champions. Unbeatable on points now. Stephen Petch's victory this weekend does, though, boost his chances of claiming that second place.
Well, due to Paul Bird not being here, Dave Weston Jr. does take the championship victory with Kirsty Riddick. Well done to them. They're not here present either. But as you heard from our guys on the podium, the championship, the season is far from over. 2 more rounds, the Track Rod and the Cambrian, 2 big rallies, and rallies that all these guys want to get their names on the top of the trophy for. So we'll see you next time in Yorkshire, I'm pleased to say, for more top action from the UK's top gravel rally championship, the BTRDA. Thanks for joining us on Special Stage. Welcome to Special Stage and welcome to Yorkshire for the penultimate round of the 2015 REIS Ravenel BTRDA Rally Championship. The championship, the Gold Star Championship at least, has been sewn up already by Dave Weston Jr. and Kirsty Riddick. But there are so many more fights through the field for you and us to keep our eyes on as the action unfolds today. Let's have a look at who you're watching on this rally.
With Paul Bird and Jamie Anderson both pulling out, it will be left to Stephen Petch to lead the crews away from the showground in Pickering. Luke Francis and Charlie Payne both capable of a good result. Or would this be the first victory on gravel for Damien Cole in that new Fiesta?
1977, the first Track Rod rally took place on airfields around Yorkshire by the Leeds-based Track Rod Motor Club. Today it's one of the most high-profile UK rallies, and it's about to kick off for 2015. Join us for all the action right now in the Yorkshire Forests on Special Stage.
The Group N battle takes an early loss as we lose Tom Norton and Andy Mort with brake problems in the first stage of the day, limping out of the stage and leaving the win this weekend to be fought out by the rest of the usual suspects. With Norton out of the picture, it will be up to Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence to lead the way in the Group N class, pushing right from the start and certainly making use of all of the road to lead the class by 14 seconds.
Pat, fast stages out there.
It was absolutely brilliant, yeah. Really good fun. We were going as fast as we dared. We knew we had to. We've got a lot of, the ferns and things stuck in the bonnet, but yeah, it's really good.
It does show at the front of the car that you've been pushing in there.
We've been really trying. Halfway through that last stage, we lost the sort of centre diff, but it didn't make a huge difference. The back end started getting very loose, but we're really pushing, so enjoying it.
I've seen the footage from that one.
Okay, cheers.
In battle, it will be Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy lying in second, happy with the pace, but only on the sections between their mistakes. A couple of spins not helping their overall times, but they were a product of driving on the limit, of course.
Russ, you happy with progress so far?
We're happy with the first stage, but made a mess of the second stage, and an overshoot which we had to reverse for, and then a spin that we had to reverse for. So,
speaking to Andy, it's fast out there, and you've been taking some pretty fast apexes through the forest.
Yeah, in between making mistakes, we've done all right, I think, but we just need to tidy it up, and I think the time we could possibly get back at Pat, but I don't know.
It's one of these rallies where commitment wins out, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but we'll just have to balance it with a bit of early break.
And for Aaron McClure and Elliot Edmondson, it will be a similar story to Thompson. A bit of a moment in the second stage would be a sign they were on the limit. But worse was to come in the final miles of the stage, with the intercom failing. The pair resorting to hand signals. They lie third in the Group N fight for now, in 12th overall.
Aaron, is it lively in here?
Yeah, it is fairly lively. We were a bit slow through the first one. We made some changes to the car before coming into this event, and it's just taken me a while to get used to them. And we tried a bit harder in the second stage and ended up having a spin, being a bit of an idiot. So we've lost a bit of time, but we're having fun.
That claim from your dad at the beginning of the season, monkey with a machine gun, comes back to me.
Yeah, it was a bit like that actually, but what can you do?
No change to the Group N lead for Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence. The pair gained that advantage in the early stages and were just looking at keeping it. Things were looking good, provided that they made it through the final stages without any issues.
Pat, little chain fight this afternoon, but you're still in it.
Yeah, we're still in it. We think there are about 18 seconds between us and Russ and Aaron, who I think are 0.4 of a second apart, so it couldn't be closer. We just need to keep that buffer between us and them, let them have their battle, and we need to just crack on and get to the end now.
Change in the rest of the Group N class now as Aaron McClure and Elliot Edmondson move into second. But it would be very close, 0.4 of a second to be exact, so there was no backing off in these final stages.
This is the way to do it, Aaron, fighting over tenths of seconds.
Yeah, I believe it's quite close now. We're pushing on a little bit now. The times are coming together, so we'll see what we can do in the next two.
You got anything left in reserve?
I don't think we've got much, not much at all.
So that means that Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy would have to see what else they had in reserve in the final stages to try and claim back that second position. For now, though, it will be third in class, 8th on the leaderboard.
.270 down. Turn square right, slippy, don't cut, rough maybe. 200. 6 right. Then 200, slow before, 5 left over crest, 20 down, turn square left, post inside. Into 4 left, continues, tightens into 3 left, slippy. 230. 6 right, don't cut, 130. Then it's 6 right into small dip, 60, slow before foot, turn 4 right into acute left, ditches. Very tight with ditches into square
Russ,
right.
you're in a real fight with Aaron this afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I'm not sure what he did in the last one, but we lost a bit to him in the first one there. Yeah, didn't have the best run, but gone all right in there. So
Fast stage, that last one.
really fast, yeah, we've gone all right in there.
In the overall positions for Aaron McClure and Elliot Edmondson in this loop of stages, they remain in 7th, but unfortunately for them, they drop down to 3rd in the Group N class. Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy have a good clean run without any problems. The times reflected that as well, ending the event with 5th place overall and taking 2nd in the Group N battle here in Yorkshire.
So this is 6 right long, then 100 slowing, watch, slow before the 6 right, 40 slow in 3 left, tighten through posts. 150, turn hairpin right, don't cut, tidy exit through posts. 100, turn square left plus, don't cut, slippy. 60, 6 right long, 300. At the end of the 300, it's turn square left. We struggled to stop here last year. And it goes mid through posts after it.
So this is Russ Thompson with the Dunno plant. Family business. 14 it is. So we go to young Aaron McClure. Aaron is a product of the Junior Rally Championship.
This weekend would be a fantastic result for Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence. They take victory in the Group N class as well as third place overall. The first time a Group N car has finished on the podium in the BTRDA in over a year. So before we chat to the winners, here's a reminder of the final results in the Gold Star here at the penultimate round of the BTRDA Rally Championship, Rally Yorkshire.
Welcome to Special Stage and to the finale of the 2015 BTRDA Rally Championship. This is the Cambrian. Of course, the championship title has already been sewn up by Scottish pairing Dave Weston Jr. and Kirsty Riddick. But here's a look at who else we've got our eyes on today.
Outgoing champion Steve Perez leads the championship cruise away in the Focus. But of the regulars, it will be Luke Francis looking for a good result on his home rally. That Group N battle would of course be missing one of its crews after the tragic loss of Andy Mort. His fellow competitors all rallying with him in mind this weekend.
Cambrian Rally celebrates 60 years here on the Llandudno Promenade this year. And as the crews make their way into the North Wales Forest for some of the stages that have made this event so popular with competitors and spectators over the years, we're there with all the action right now. You're watching Special Stage.
It will be a great start for Aaron McClure and Elliot Edmondson. They lead the way in the N4 class, the pair choosing not to sign on for points at this round to ensure Andy Mort maintains his third place in the championship this season. A humbling gesture from the young pair and reflective of everyone's feelings this weekend. Second place in the Group N fight were Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence. As always, the times were close, just 3 seconds between the pair at this stage. And it will be Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy lying in third in the class. 8 seconds the difference at this end of the podium places, but the class battle was still going on into the next loop of stages. And for Paul Davey and Roger Allen, it will be 8th. Sadly for the pair, that would come to an end in the... It's all change in the Group N fight. Sadly for Aaron McClure and Elliot Edmondson, it will be brake failure in stage 3 changing things for them, the pair retiring from the lead. This left it open for Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence to take the number 1 spot in that class now, leading the way in the Group N and in 4th place overall.
4 stages in, what's the story?
Well, we think we're having a good run. The stages are great fun, very slippy, and we're just having a good time. Obviously, we hope to be here with Tom and Andy. That's obviously not going to happen now, so we're just going to have a good run round and see how it goes. But Aaron was beating us earlier. He was going really well, and obviously Russ is trying the Cambrian out. And yeah, we've got to get to the finish and have a good time.
Fighting in the name of Mr. Mort.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy were dropping a little on the times, but with this being the pair's dropped round, it didn't matter for the championship. 7th place for now, 2nd in Group N.
Russ, Andy, be enjoying this fight?
Yeah, we're a bit behind. We're struggling a little bit today, but still enjoying it. Yeah, but yeah, mainly we're just doing this event because it's the first round of next year, so we're not too fussed. But it'd be nicer to be a bit nearer to Pat.
And with the loss of Aaron McClure from the Group N fight, it means a move into 3rd in that class for Sasha Kakad and Andrew Price. Not completely happy with the times, but they still have 4 more stages to go.
Sasha, 4 in, what's the story?
It's not been too good this morning, but we're still going. So yeah. It's been a first 2 stages were quite tough for us.
Struggling to get the rhythm.
Yeah. Bad driver, I think, rather than co-driver there, to be honest. But yeah, no, we're happy to be here at lunch. So
Plan for the afternoon?
Yeah, just go steady, make up some speed, a bit of pace, and put it in the bag for GB really.
Go steady and pick up pace doesn't work.
Well, I mean, just steady it out a little bit.
We like the sound of it, though.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured it out.
You had a try.
complete. It's all change at the top of the Gold Star. Sadly, all of this movement would see Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence drop down the results into 5th. But despite that drop, it was only 2 seconds separating them from the few places above. They still lead the way in the Group N fight, crucially. The lead in that class was a reasonable one as well, certainly in comparison to the close times throughout the year. Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy lying second, and with 23 seconds to find in the final stage. No change for Sasha Kakad and Andrew Price as they continue to round out the top of the N4 class with 11th on the leaderboard. On to the Gold Star then, and it will be no change for Sasha Kakad and Andrew Price as they continue to... No change for Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy. Unable to catch any more time on the N4 leaders, they would have to settle for second. A great result though, and they end the rally with 6th place. A great few stages in the final part of the day meant to move up the results into that podium position for Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence. Another podium to back up the result from last time out, and a great Group N victory. Here's a reminder of the final results in that Gold Star category.
Well, guys, what can I say? You've been fighting for a very special man today who we're all remembering here in Llandudno, but a podium in the BTRDA is a great way to finish your season as well.
Yeah, it was really good. We wanted to do him proud, and we went flat out from the start. Shame that the dice with Aaron ended early, but it was just a great day. Russ chased us hard, so we've had a fantastic time.
And to mention as well, Aaron wasn't going to take any points from this, so he left 3rd place, didn't he?
Right. Yes, he did. And you know, even if he'd have beaten us, he was still going to hand his time card in, and that was a great thing to do.
It was a great fight you were a part of out there today, and you know, to have that kind of fight in the Group N Championship here in the BTRDA, it bodes well for next year, doesn't it?
It does, and Pat's drove brilliantly all day, and I even told him to ease off on the arm, and he didn't, and it was sideways, and I said I didn't want to go sideways, but he said he loved it, and tribute to him, and he's done well for Andy, and we've done a cracking year and couldn't have asked any better.
Well, of course, Tom and Andy are a big part of that story this year, so it is a good tribute. Well done, guys. Great result.
Cheers.
So with the final round complete, Dave Weston, of course, takes the championship title, and those podium places are decided in his absence here at the final round. Luke Francis' win this weekend means he takes the B13 class victory from Dylan Davies by a single point, while Pat Naylor, rallying with Andy Mort's name on the side of the car, wraps up the Group N victory with his podium position.